course restaurant located at 27 Church Street in Harvard Square, right beside Lizzie's, and across the street from, sadly, the now closed Border Cafe. And here's Dan. Dan, how are you?
Hey Denise, how are you?
I'm well. What are you doing, my friend?
Well, we just got our weekly wood delivery from Tuggy Cook right over the border in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
This is what we use to fuel our oven for all the deliciousness coming out of the wood-fired oven.
Well, I have to tell you, we ordered here last week and it was pretty delicious. Everything. From the pizza to the pasta to the salads. My family was thrilled with the efficiency, the quality, the taste, everything.
Well, thank you.
Delicious.
We try, even the wood, we're trying to get it from within 100 miles, just like most of our products. So always putting back into the community and keeping everybody with some great food. And
yeah.
hey, you can come on in.
I would love to,
I'm
sure.
Just gonna load this over here real quick.
Absolutely.
You're going to come in the back way, of course.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We sort of like...
This is Chef Brian.
Hi, Chef Brian. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Mr. Wilfredo.
Alfredo. How are you?
See?
Good. Look at this.
There's our oven right there.
And it's going...
Going fairly well.
Yeah.
I want to get it a little hotter for lunch service.
And it looks like you have some broccoli rabe here?
Broccoli rabe is
Yeah.
getting ready to get into the oven.
Yeah.
The sausage just came out, so we're letting that cool and redistribute.
Yes.
If you want to look over here, this is what every morning Wilfredo makes new dough and
Yes.
starts to portion it out
Excellent.
for the service.
Very, very nice.
Sorry?
Yes, of course. And I'm going to get out of the way of the wood because there's plenty of wood here. Look at that.
Don't get hurt, Denise.
No, we won't. So you do this quite often. How often do you get a wood delivery?
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Wednesdays.
Yep. And you'll do that right through the summer, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll always be a little warm in the kitchen.
We'll always be a little warm in the kitchen.
But that's okay because you need good warm fires to make great pizza.
Exactly.
All right. And Dan, you have some precautions going on here?
Yeah, absolutely. Come take a look.
Sure.
So of course, we made our plexiglass partitions like most restaurants are doing now. Ours we decided to put on wheels so we can have more maneuverability with the tables and the different table sizes.
Nice.
And people don't feel as trapped knowing that these are stuck in place.
Sure.
As well as over the bar, we have plexiglass so we can actually have guests seated at the bar.
Nice.
We have them 6 feet apart from each other, but they can sit right at the bar just like the old days, I guess.
Yes. And now we'll come back. And your windows.
And the windows.
Oh my
I
goodness,
opened up
Dan, the windows
today.
are open house. This is exciting. This is a sure sign of spring in Harvard Square when you can open up the restaurant windows and I'm sure that you'll have beautiful flowers and you have some plants already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to be adding more flowers, more plants throughout
Okay.
as we go, absolutely.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about the food, Dan.
The food, I personally think the food is some of the best in New England, if not the country. I'm very blessed to have my chef who you met, Brian Kevorkian, one of the most pedigreed chefs that I've ever met, from his stints at 11 Madison Park in New York, to Show in New York, to Little Nell in Aspen and Gary Danko in San Francisco. He is a true student of the craft of cooking, and he uses 99.9% of every single thing that comes in is put to use. So we do not really have waste. The food is farm fresh. It's sourced, 90% of it is from within 100 miles. The main driver, of course, is our beautiful, delicious Napolitano-style pizza, as well as our small plates and our salads and our pastas. Everything's made in-house, and everyone is unique unto itself. Most of the produce comes from Ward's Berry Farm in Sharon, Mass, which is close to where the chef lives, so he can stop there on the way in. Our poultry and our beef comes from Featherbrook Farms in Raynham, Mass, so if you are someone who likes chicken, you'll never have fresher chicken than you'll have with us, and you can truly taste the difference on every dish.
Nice, nice. And a little bit of dessert?
Oh, and the desserts, of course. The desserts are made in-house. The most popular one right now is a tribute to my mother. It's Mama Rowan's hot brownie sundae. So it's Homemade brownies, of course. We cook them, get them warmed up in the wood fire oven, put them in the bowl, cover with Lizzie's ice cream from right next door, a little bit of maraschino cherries, and a little bit of hot fudge that is also warmed up in the oven.
Wow.
It's to die for.
It sounds like it. And cocktails?
Cocktails. So a lot of restaurants, especially, everyone wants to source local and support local, and we do that via the cuisine quite often. What I wanted to do was provide that also with spirits and the beverage program. So living in Massachusetts, we have tons of distillers that are not being given a fair shot, and I wanted to give them a fair shot. So, you know, if you look towards the end of the bar on the top, it's all local brands that we are featuring.
Beautiful.
You know, in most restaurants you get special deals when you buy the Grey Gooses and all the big name products, which is wonderful, but that puts behind all the local guys who need a fair shot. So that's what we're doing. Every one of our cocktails starts with a local spirit, once again supporting those guys right down the street.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. So how do people, your hours, I mean, what's the plan for the summer, outside patio?
Yeah, so we have been approved, so far so good, with the city for our patio. It will be in the front 2 parking spaces. We will be building a platform to stand on, as well as partitions, make it just as warm and inviting as we have the interior. As far as hours go, we are Wednesday through Sunday, for dinner service.
Mm-hmm.
And lunch Wednesday through Friday. We offer brunch Saturdays and Sundays. Starting this weekend, we are pretty much sold out this weekend for brunch, and we are almost sold out for next weekend. So that's been very successful. We've had only 2 brunches so far, but they've gained traction to where we had to open up Saturdays for brunch. Unbelievable menu for brunch. Very, of course, you have all the sweet stuff and the wonderful, playful things that people come to know and expect at brunch, but also going back to the healthy, locally sourced produce and everything else that we can provide for brunch menu.
Great. And as the summer, you know, comes along, will you increase your hours?
Yes. I mean, ideally, I want to get back to 7 days a week.
Okay.
So Mondays and Sundays, I'm hoping for May.
Okay. Great. Great.
Yeah.
And how do people find you, Dan?
You can find us on Instagram at Source Restaurants, online at www.sourcerestaurants.com, on Twitter at Source Pizza, on Open Table, on any of the delivery platforms, Uber Eats, Grubhub, ChowNow, DoorDash, Place Pull, Slice. We are on all of them.
Excellent.
So come find us, 27 Church Street, Cambridge.
Thank you, dear, and best of luck. I'm so excited about the patio because this will be really our first patio on Church Street.
Oh, yeah.
For a very long time, yeah. I mean, there was a tiny one over in front of the border, but it was just on the sidewalk. But now you're going to be expanding into the street. It'll be much more, I think there'll be more room so you can continue to keep your socially distanced requirements, and that's great. All good. Can't wait. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. Bye.